Purpose of Scientology and Dianetics is to gain abilities, immortality,
spiritual
and make a better world.
Yeah.
You agree with that?
Yes.
Right. Is that down here?
No.
Is that here? No. It's a little higher. Right? So what you got to do, is turn this around. See, turn this around, because people are being, especially people coming out of the church, they're motivated down here. 90% of my guys are ex-church members. Okay? And now the economy is the way it is. A lot of people, your new people or new people coming in who've never been in church, don't start them with here. It's low motivation. If you get them up here, they're more willing to get trained. That's where I'm going. That makes sense?
Yes.
All right, now how do you get them up there? how do you get them up there? The question to ask is how trainable, tunable this guy is. You can even put what here? 10, 0 down here. How trainable. You can even put him on a scale. Guy comes in and he says, yeah, I'd like to get some training, to do some OT levels, but I haven't got any money. Where is he on the scale? 0. It's not trainable. It's not, you can't do nothing for him. You can't exchange. Then I thought, well, 1978, the church, L. Ron Hubbard, told, I was working as auditor there, told the execs, and they told us, that they were taking the economy, if you remember, they were around, double-digit inflation. It was pretty bad, and Hubbard felt that the economy was going to crash, like it is today. And people would go up to the orgs and ask for their money back. And the advance org had millions of dollars in stored up, and people paid in advance. And he felt that the orgs are going to come, people are just going to ask for their money, and the orgs are going to fail, which is happening today. So his solution was get a bunch of auditors in there, get the backlog in, and accept diamonds, rubies, and anything like that in exchange. Okay. What's happening? People are giving me rubies and diamonds for auditing. Right? Well, the economy's bad again, and I decided to do that too. So I accept diamonds, rubies, gold, whatever, par, gold. This guy showed up and he says, I really got to do OT3, man. I did OT2. I mean, I know what's there. I saw it on the internet. I got to get this stuff handled. But I haven't got any money. I said, well, the center needs a tool shed. I could do that. And he went and built it. Great tool shed with lights, lock on it, all this stuff. We'll give him OT3. You bet. You got to innovate. You got to think in terms of a little bit outside the box, right?
Yeah.
Now, as soon as I said you can do the tool shed, where was he on the scale? 10. There you go. Got his motivation. He had his motivation. He had his trainability was in, and he got it. All right. Yeah, guys gave me cars. Wasn't that for all I sell? Boats. The point is to get the guy on, start him. Get the trainer, get him up on a scale where he's trainable to some degree, get him started, and his abilities will go up and find a way to pay you. All right, make sense?
Yes.
Okay, that's one way to unlock this. What you got to ask is, how trainable is this guy, and what are the blocks? And let's get this thing handled. Am I echoing here? Next thing real fast. Only got a few pages. The next factor in training somebody is trust. Having the trust in the authority or in the trainer. You have to get that trust from that somebody. Okay? That was a big button I had. I had a lot until I looked it up with Mary about bragging about myself or telling people I had this certificate or that certificate, because it wasn't part of my culture to brag. But it's part of the PR world, and it's part of just letting yourself be known, right? Hence, that's why we still give certificates to people who graduate from courses, from our courses, and you should too. Yeah, lining yourself up with LRH, with the tech is successful. A lot of the guys, I've been out 20 years, and a lot of the guys who created their own and call it something else, I just don't seem to be around anymore. Just a few more points here. So the authority is another factor that you need to have. The DM, David Miscavige, felt at one time, it's been said that he felt that power had to be grabbed, had to be seized. You have to go out and seize power, grab it. And if you see dictators in the past, if you know history, who have done that, they don't live long, do they? No. Sooner or later, they, like Mussolini, they get strung out. Right? And also, when they do that, they have to continue strangling. That picture in that book, you seen that picture in that book out there? And sitting at the table, the guy just gets See, Miscavige, this is what Miscavige has to do. He's got to continually strangle people in order to maintain power. What did LRH do? LRH maintained power by trust, gaining your trust, gaining my trust, and loyalty. I trusted him, I was loyal to him, he did me right. Okay. You have to convince your clients that you can be trustful, that you are going to do what you say, that you are going to do. That's another factor. He has, I don't know, he has not too much trust in you. You got to handle that. Okay? Because you're going to ask him to do some tough things, like sit there for an hour and do nothing. 2 hours. 0. You're going to ask him to audit people who he really doesn't want to audit. The other thing is that internships, like internships in the church, are terrible. I know I've done them. And I think they abused it, and they used the auditors up. And most of the auditors were so burnt by the time they got done with their internships, they didn't want to audit. So it was abusive. Don't have people intern under you, but of course don't abuse them. As soon as they're ready, send them off to go audit. Give them their certificates. Because a lot of times I stopped getting trained in church because of that, actually. It became ingrained. And I had too much respect for myself to put myself through a abusive thing like that. After the first, second, third one, I said, forget it. I'm not going to do it. I know how to audit, so I'm not audit anyway. All right. Almost done.